All right, let's look at this is number 3. This is compared to an atom as a whole, an atomic nucleus. So I don't really know what they're trying to ask here, but I can show you kind of if this is more so asked in a lower level chemistry kind of question, because we're talking about the nucleus. We can kind of use a Bohr-Rutherford diagram, so maybe I'll do that for you. So in a Bohr-Rutherford diagram, we have the nucleus, which is the center of the atom, and it contains protons and neutrons. So we say P, which is the positively charged guys, and the neutrons, which is the neutral kind of guys. And then and the outside our atom here, we have orbitals, so we have some type of electrons that kind of hover around the nucleus. So these guys are electrons on the outside. So it says here, compared to an atom as a whole, an atomic nucleus, again, the atomic nucleus here, it's saying, is much smaller than the atom as a whole. The orbits of the electrons make up vast amount of space. The atomic nucleus is also positively charged, while the number of electrons determine the overall charge. So this definition is like slightly misleading, because it's saying that the protons and the neutrons don't contribute to the overcharge, and they do. I think that what they're trying to say is the number of electrons determine the overall charge if it was less than the number of protons in the nucleus, or if it was more than the number of protons in the nucleus, therefore getting a cation or an anion in that case there. But that's kind of what the structure is of for atomic nucleus. I don't know what they're trying to ask here in terms of a question, but I kind of drew it out like so in a Bohr-Rutherford diagram here. Again, protons and neutrons are much bigger than electrons, but in terms of the atom as a whole, the electrons create these orbitals, and these orbitals take up much more space. So in terms of volume, the nucleus doesn't play as big of a part, because the electrons take up more space, and I think that's what they're trying to say for this question here. So I hope that kind of answers what this question is asking about the nucleus compared to the atom as a whole here. So I'm going to say solution is correct.